Hello fellow paranormalers and welcome to this channel. Today's subject is something I don't think I've actually talked about this before, but it's numerology. Okay, and it kind of is lumped into paranormal things. I've seen certain numbers consistently sort of throughout my life, really, and sometimes certain numbers come up more than others, and I've had two lots of numbers come up quite often in the last few weeks, to the point now where I'm making this video, because it's kind of, it's kind of got to that point where it is really relevant, I think, to talk about. And if you can go and search this on the internet, you just Google it, and you'll find certain websites around, that are focused on numerology and the meaning of patterns of numbers and the meaning of certain numbers and such like. So the numbers that I've had come up recently are 3 2s, so 222, and the other number that comes up quite a lot is, well, actually no, as I think about it, there's actually more, but there's also 1111. Okay, so very, very often I will look at the clock at 11:11, and I don't know why. I don't know why that stands out more than anything else. I mean, I don't wear a watch. I don't have a clock. So the amount of times that I ever really look at a clock is compared to a lot of people, I don't really do it very often. But when I do, it's kind of strange. It can be 11:11 at night or 11:11 in the morning, or like I did a recording today, and the number was 111, 111, and it was 1112 or something, and it just sort of like, and I stopped the recording, and that's what it was. So it was 1 hour and 11 minutes and something seconds. It's quite interesting how these things come about. Something that I've actually been dealing with that happens to me on a fairly regular basis, and I know that there's something always in my body, or something is trying to tell me, give me a message. I wake up at just before 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 a.m. And I don't know whether it's a paranormal thing, or whether it's it is linked to health. I know that in a good way. It is your body trying to tell you certain things about what's going on in your life. And when you look at just search it, just put it in. Why do I keep waking up at 3 a.m. or why do I keep waking up in the middle of the night and things like that? And if you wake up at certain times on a consistent basis, like I've had about 2 weeks of waking up, and then last night was the first night that I've actually slept through. And that's because I've psychologically kind of waded through the reasons why. And so for me, it was partly physiological and partly psychological why I was waking up consistently just before 3 a.m. It's very... And it doesn't seem to matter whether I go to bed early or whether I go to bed late. I wake up at just before 3 a.m. It's interesting. It is interesting. Numerology is very interesting. I've studied numerology for quite, when I was young, and I still, patterns of numbers and such like come around. And again, if you type this in, you'll see that several paranormalers, report sort of sequences of numbers that keep occurring throughout their life. It's very interesting. Anyway, if this has happened to you, or you have a pattern of numbers that keep occurring, leave a comment down below, and I look forward to having a chat. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye.